In the heart of a beautiful African landscape, cradled by the ancient palm trees, lay the kingdom of Iwo. Iwo, a land of such fertility and beauty, it was so rich and prosperous. Yet, beneath the lush canopies and along the mighty Iwo River, the air was heavy without hope. The kingdom was ruled by King Adigok, a man whose heart was as hard as the iron fist with which he ruled. King Adigok ascended to the throne on grand promises of prosperity, equality, and peace. But as the seasons changed, so did the king. The wealth of Iwo, drawn from its abundant resources, from the proceeds of gold and precious stones to the rare Iwo gems, began to line the pockets of the king and his cadre of loyalists, all while the people's coffers grew lean. Villagers that once thrived now languished in poverty. Farmers, whose ancestors had tilled the earth and revered its bounty, watched helplessly as their lands were seized from mining by the king's decree. Traders who did viable business in Iwo began to live in droves. Fishermen found the river, their ancestral source of sustenance, off limits, barricaded by the king's men to cultivate exotic fish for the royal table. The royal decree became ever more demanding, taxes soared, and the king's enforcers marched through the streets with unchecked arrogance and brutality. He bought everyone that had a voice except a few, yet Adigok's opulence knew no bounds. His palace expanded, its walls adorned with gold standing as a monument to his greed. In the shadows of this suffering, a whisper began, fueled by the courage of a young villager named Yemi. Yemi, whose family had been custodians of ancestral lands, saw the desecration of their inheritance and the tears of his people. He began to speak out, gathering in secret of the night, with others who shared his resolve. Word of Yemi's meeting spread like wildfire in whispers, from the farmers stripped of their yield to the fishermen stripped of their joy. The whispers turned into conversations, and the conversations into plans. The people of Iwo, united by their common plight, began to build anger in their spirits. As the revolt brewed, the spies in the king's circle brought word to King Adigok of a looming rebellion. In his arrogance, Adigok laughed, confident in the might of his warriors, allies, and the fear he believed he had instilled deep enough in his subjects' hearts. The uprising came at dawn, as the first light was seen. The villagers, armed with nothing but tools, courage, and the fire of justice in their eyes, stormed the palace gates. They were met with resistance, but their numbers were great, their determination a force not even royal guards could withstand. They fled for their lives. The rebellion was fierce, and the palace grounds, once a symbol of oppression, became a stage for the people's fury. Yemi led the charge, his voice thundering over the crowd, urging his people onward. King Adigok, seeing the tide turn, attempted to flee, only to be captured. The king was brought before his people, not to be harmed, but to be tortured and witness the unyielding power of unity and justice. Adigok was exiled with nothing but the weight of his wickedness and arrogance as company. The people made laws afterwards to stop monarchy and elect leaders who they would have power to remove if any act of subjugation arises. This story is a testament to the strength of the people when united in a cause and heart. Iwo, once a land silenced by the greed of a few, now sang with the voices of the many, a song of resilience, hope, justice, and equity. This satire could be likened to the present situation of the largest country in West Africa and the expected outcome of the present regime. If you enjoyed the story, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel.